Kevin here. I've got Steve with me.
What you have?
We are in our first destination for our Cotswold trip for Kevin's Rambles on the road. And we are in Morton-in-Marsh. Steve kept saying to me, make sure you get it right. It's not in March, it's in Marsh. So we're just parked up in the car park and we're heading along this way. And probably the first stop is the town. And we're going to have a look in the town and grab a cup of coffee at some point, hopefully. So this is Station Road. And one thing that Steve and I have been impressed with is the fact that new developments around here, they are very strict in making sure that natural stone is being used. So the town's just in front of us and we're going to head down into there now. The old infant school, established in 1851, is just to our right-hand side. Look at this place, isn't that lovely? Of course, as you would expect, the high street on a Monday, very busy, but all these old properties are all still got the old stone, but they've all been utilised. They're either private properties or they are businesses that have been set into the fabric of the buildings. This one's called the Malt House, and this is just saying everything is stone, which is lovely. But it's a very busy road, unfortunately, so hopefully the sound that we're using today is going to be fine. But we're looking for one particular place, Stephen. What's that?
The White Hart Royal Hotel,
Right, okay.
which is where King Charles I stayed during the English Civil War.
Okay. Here we've got a premises called the Interior Decorations, and it's a very, very weather-beaten establishment. Just look at this here. It's got this lovely memorial, which is right in the centre of this central piece by this car park, unfortunately. All built of stone. At the top of it, it's got like a knight carrying a dragon. I can't remember what his name was. George and a dragon, that's it. At the top of the spire there. Yeah. Well, that's what I thought was a church, but in fact it's a hall. And it's, is that, you just shot some notes there, Steve? And it's called the Reddersdale Hall. It's the most prominent landmark in the town centre of Morton-in-Marsh in the Cotswolds. But as I mentioned earlier on, it's almost encased in scaffolding. It's got a lovely tower up there with a clock face on it. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, it was built in 1887, paid for by the Lord Mayor of Morton-in-Marsh in memory of his relative, Lord Reddersdale.
Reddersdale.
Yeah.
Well, generous relative. Just here we've got a privately owned 17th century coaching inn and eating house, and this is called the Reddersdale Arms. Lovely coat of arms on the glass there, so that's that building there. Lovely old-fashioned lamp, which looks as if it's in need of some repair, but it goes all the way down here. Just look at this. Steve and I have walked along. It's got a little bit quieter in relation to the amount of people about. We've got this row of lovely old cottages, again stone built, which is lovely. The Forge Cottage, just there. Go right away along here. There's a very grand looking hotel across the road, which is the Manor House Hotel. The resident pond. Well, that's interesting. The Monarch's Way goes that way and then goes back along the High Street. But here we have this pond here. Got this lovely willow that we're standing under, and the duck house in the middle, and some resident ducks. Beautiful, isn't it lovely?
It'd be lovely to live round there, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah, absolutely lovely. Yeah. We've now turned into Church Street, but we've still got the Manor Hotel to our left-hand side. So with a sign set the street saying being called Church Street, I would imagine it leads us to a church.
Yeah, I would like to think so. I can see something sticking up in the sky. It looks like a spire.
Well, you did spot something, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we'll go down here and have a look, but we still haven't found the
White Hart Royal Hotel.
Yeah. We found the hotel, which is the White Hart Royal Hotel and Eatery now. So this is it, and it's famed for what, Steve?
King Charles I stayed there,
yeah,
back during the English Civil War, and it was mentioned that he left without paying his bill. Oh. Now, would you charge a King of England to stay anywhere anyway? But, yeah.
Just in front of me, I've got the Bell Inn, and it is famed for the Bell Inn. It was visited by author J.R.R. Tolkien. Well, we've just had some lunch, and we've come along this very busy road, and we saw a sign just now saying about the Wellington Aviation, but we didn't know what it was. But it's Wellington Aviation. It's about the bombers. And I said to Steve, I wonder if it's anything to do with the bombers. And there is a. Let me just get across the road without getting run over. Well, there it is. That is one of the Wellington bombers. That's just a drawing of one. It's a shame that that's not open, because that would have been nice to have had a look at. Never mind. We think that that building there is called the
Curfew House.
Curfew House, and it's where they used to lock up drunken people
and minor, what would you call them? Criminals. Minor criminals.
Got a little bit of a tower on it, shingle, but yeah. Come into this little garden area by the Curfew House, which is now an architect's. Beautiful blossom there. This is rather lovely. Just in the junction of these two roads. And we've got Morton-in-Marsh dentals there.
You said the.
I did say the, didn't I? It's not the, is it? And across the road we've got Leamington House. Big grand property there. But Steve and I have finished now in Morton-in-Marsh.
That's it.
There's no the. As we saw earlier on, there's part of the Monarch's Way, which runs up the length of the High Street. And there was something else about the High Street.
Yeah, the main A429 is the Fosse Way, which was the original Roman road.
That's it. I thought you'd get that bit right,
Yeah.
because I certainly wouldn't have done. Anyway, we're heading off now to another destination, and that is
Stow on the Wold. Wold, yeah.
Stow and what he said.
And you put the in on that one.
Yeah. So we're going to head off there now and have a look around there and see what we can find. So this will be Steve and Kevin saying bye-bye. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, bye-bye.
Hello, my name's Andrew Norris, and I'm standing in a wood in Croatia. If, like me, you've just enjoyed watching Kevin's latest video, do give him a thumbs up. And if you haven't, consider subscribing. In that way you'll be kept informed of every new video that Kevin uploads. Thank you.